Hey there, amazing parents. Are you struggling with those tantrums that your kids are having and you're wondering, how can I get this under control because it's making me a little crazy? Well, I'm here to help you, and we're going to go over about 9 tips that will really help you take action, react correctly, so that the tantrum thing doesn't keep happening again and again. Number one, when a tantrum happens, remain calm. Don't get upset. Don't start yelling. Do not at all give in to what they're having a tantrum about. Stay in control. If you give in to their tantrum, if they're having a fit because you said no to something and you give in, you are only confirming that every time you say no, they're going to have a tantrum. Why? It works. They had a tantrum, you gave in. Next time you say no, they're going to have another tantrum, so you'll give in. You cannot give in. That is the worst thing you can do. Number two, if they are in a safe location where they're having the tantrum, in your home, in the living room, on a couch, in a bed, walk away and let them have their tantrum. And then you can come back when they've calmed down. If you walking away makes the tantrum worse, then just sit there. Don't respond. You can sit there right outside their room, or you can sit in the living room in a corner facing them while they're having a tantrum. Don't go overboard. Don't react and respond and cuddle and nurture to get them to calm down. They are having their tantrum for your attention. And if you give them your attention, you only reinforce the behavior. Do not yell and scream. If you yell and scream, they're just going to yell and scream more. Think about being with an adult who's screaming and yelling, and if your reaction is yelling back, there's just more yelling going on. Well, it's the same with a child. If you are just continuing the yelling and the anger and the tantrum, nothing will get resolved, and they will continue to yell and scream back to you. Remember that you're the grown-up. You are supposedly the mature one. So let them have their fit. They have little underdeveloped brains. They're all emotion. Your brain is developed. You can self-regulate. Your toddler cannot yet. So when they're throwing all this emotion at you, they're throwing tantrums, then they're calm the next minute. That's because that's what they've got to work with. So you have to allow them the time to work through that emotion without adding to it by yelling and screaming. Once your child calms down, hug your child, love your child. If you want to talk to them about what went on, do it after they calm down, but always tell them that you love them. Toddlers need to know that you love them regardless of how they are behaving. So once you've calmed the situation and you've talked about it, you've hugged, you've kissed, tell them you love them too. You can always distract your child. You know, if they're throwing a fit and it's going on and on, put on some music, make it loud, start dancing, throw out a bunch of balloons that you have under deflated in a bag that keep around the house. Great for all kinds of distractions. Throw them out there, and before you know it, that kid will be playing with you. The tantrum will be over and you'll be having fun. Recognize the triggers that cause your child's tantrums. The most common triggers for children are hunger, thirst, overwhelm, and lack of sleep. So if they need one of those things, don't put them in a situation like decide to go shopping when they're overtired, because it is going to cause a tantrum. I guarantee it. If they are hungry and you're trying to rationalize or get them to clean up their room, they're going to be irritable and a chance of a tantrum might occur. Think about when you're hungry or thirsty, you get irritable. They do too. Remember, they're only human just like you. So if you can do a little observation, a little detective work, and start noticing when these tantrums happen, you can become proactive to alleviate them from happening in the future. So, those are your tips for taming your child's tantrum. Reach out to me if you have any questions. That's what I'm here for. My mission is to serve you and to make your world and your child's world a much happier, more fun place to live. So I wish you peace, love, and tons of laughter. It really is the best medicine. And I'll see you here next time as we pump up your parenting. Bye, everyone.